Students, today we are going to start literary devices. We call it poetic devices also. There are many literary devices that are used in the poem. First of all, you want to know what it means. Literary devices are the figure of speech used by the poets to beautify their poem and to give a musical impact to the poetry. We are going to start with the first literary device, that is alliteration. Alliteration mainly it is a repetition of the same letter in two different words in the same line. I am repeating, repetition of same letter in two different words in the same line. For example, wanted, where. Here you can see two different words are there, wanted and where. But the first letter W, it is same and it is in the same line. So here W sound has been repeated. Second example is and saved some part. In this line also you can see two different words are there, saved some. But the starting letter is same, that is S. So S sounds makes the line musical. And students, these letters should be used in the beginning of the words. Be careful while just finding the poetic devices or literary devices. Now the second poetic devices is engement. It is a literary device, refers to the running lines from one to the next without using any kind of punctuation marks. It means no full stop, no comma, etc. If we just read out the poem, you'll find that first line it was done, but no punctuation mark was there. Then second line, third line means in the end of the poem you'll find punctuation mark. That is engement. For example, and the children look like bear's cub in their funny furry clothes. This is the example. You can see there is no comma or full stop after the first line and it rolls on to the second one. Second example is from the poem Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. This is an 8-line poem, but you will not find any punctuation mark after each line, and only at the end of the poem, after the word rude, there is one full stop. So this whole poem is a good example of engagement. Students, next poetic device is symbolism. Mainly, symbolism is the use of symbols to signify ideas and qualities by giving them symbolic meanings. Generally, it is an object representing another to give an entirely different meaning that is much deeper and more significant. For example, have you seen bird dove? That the dove is a symbol of peace. Second example, crow. Crow is a symbol of ill omen. Students, the next poetic device is imagery. It is used to make the readers actually imagine things they are reading. It makes a poem more appealing. For example, we'll take the example of sound. The concert was so loud that her ears rang for days afterwards. Means after the concert, still that sound was coming in her ears. She can imagine the same thing. Second is sight. The sunset was the most gorgeous they had ever seen. The clouds were edged with pink and gold. It shows that the sunset scenes with the clouds, the edge means corner of the clouds, it looks like pink and golden in color. So we can imagine that thing also, that is imagery. Next poetic device is personification. This is very important literary device. It is a literary device in which the poet associates human attributes with some abstract idea. It means presenting non-living objects as living objects. They used to perform like living beings. For example, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rain tears. Here, the poet personifies darkness, who is presented to be melancholy means sad mood, and shed tears in the form of raindrops. Darkness has been personified, behaving like human being, showing the sad mood and shed tears in the form of raindrops. My second example is my alarm clock yells at me to get out of bed every morning. Here yells means shout. In these lines, alarm clock has been personified and behaving like a human being.